Voilà. To Theresa's imminent demise.
Yes, goodbye, good life. Hello, gutter.
What? Dr. Baccarat!
Where do you think you can get off firing me, Julian?
Oh, that. Well, it's really quite simple. I am president of Crane Industries, and as such, I can hire or fire whomever I please, whenever I please. And trust me, my little albatross, it pleases me greatly to bid you adieu.
Oh, that would be adios in your case. Shut up, Rebecca. And you, Julian, you listen up. In case you have forgotten, your father, Alistair, is chairman of the board, and he can override any decision that you make. And that's exactly what he's gonna do.
Alistair Crane's office.
I'd like to speak to Alistair. It's his daughter-in-law calling. Theresa Crane.
One moment, please.
We'll resume our merger talks in a moment. Theresa, my dear, how is Crane Industries' newest vice president doing?
I knew you didn't know.
Know what?
Julian just had me fired.
Fired! How dare Julian do such a thing?
Well, he's standing right here. I'll put you on speakerphone so you can ask him yourself.
Well, Julian, explain yourself. Try to, anyway.
Well, Father, I'm merely following your mandate that all high-level executive positions in the company be filled only by Cranes.
In case you've forgotten, Theresa is a Crane. Your wife, to be exact.
Well, I understand where you're coming from, Father.
Then apologize to Theresa for your pathetic little power play and make her feel welcome as a Crane vice president.
Well, I'm afraid I can't do that, Father, unless you relax your rule about Cranes only having the top spots in the company.
Is your brandy-soaked brain not hearing me, Julian? Theresa is a Crane.
Actually, she isn't, Father. As it turns out, Theresa isn't a Crane at all.
Theresa's not your wife? What the hell are you talking about?
Yes, Julian. Are you as drunk now as you were when you married me? Because I am your wife, whether you and your mistress like it or not.
On the contrary, as it turns out, we aren't legally married. We never have been.
Yes, we are, Julian. I've got the marriage license to prove it. And not only that, but a court ruling declaring me the one and only legitimate Mrs. Julian Crane.
Well, there's a ruling that will have to be overturned.
Oh, dream on, Julian. I have paid dearly for the dubious privilege of being your wife. Instead of getting you to adopt Ethan and give him his life back, you got me drunk, you got me pregnant, and you ruined my chance at getting him back. Your lechery cost me the love of my life. I lost Ethan all because of you.
You lost Ethan because you lied to him over and over
You know, don't
and
try
over
to
again.
take the high road, Rebecca, because this little scam that Julian's trying to pull has your hoof prints all over it. You have been trying to get rid of me so that you can marry your meal ticket, but you know what? It is not going to work. I am the only legitimate Mrs. Julian Crane.
No, you're not.
Julian, do you have proof to back up your claim?
Well, not yet, Father.
I knew it.
But I will soon.
Mother, I want Theresa out of here. Please tell me that you were going to get the proof you need to make that happen.
Don't worry, Gwen. Tacosita is as good as gone.
Julian, you'd better be able to prove your allegation. Because if you don't, you'll be the one who gets fired and kicked out on his backside. Claiming Theresa isn't your wife and proving it are two different things, Julian. Just when do you plan to substantiate your allegations?
I'll have the proof today, Father.
When, damn it?
I don't know exactly,
Your
but...
so-called proof had better be irrefutable, Julian, or you'll be out on the street. And you know where that leaves you, Rebecca. Fighting the pigeons for crumbs in Lighthouse Park.
I assure you, my proof is ironclad, Father.
We'll see, Julian. We'll see. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a merger to complete.
You are the lowest of the low. Lying this way. Trying to make it seem like our son is illegitimate. You know, how dare you malign an innocent baby?
Unfortunately, little Ethan, like his namesake, is a bastard.
Well, I don't believe you, Julian. I think you're lying about this like you do everything else. I have a wedding ring, a marriage license, and a court ruling declaring me your wife.
Tomorrow's mementos, my dear.
You've already cost me Ethan. I'm not gonna let you take anything more away from me. And when your proof fails to pass muster, not only will you be out on the street, so will your red-headed whore.
That is my mother you are talking about.
Oh, you can't help it, Gwen. Any more than Fox can help the fact that Julian is his